Hey guys, True Knight back here. Sorry it's been a while. Got a lot of life stuff going on, teaching the kid how to potty train and all that, so. Anyway, wanted to get into my deck profile for what I played tonight at locals. To give you guys kind of like, I don't know, I guess I wanted to show you guys you can think outside the box rather than playing the normal typical build of Swordsoul. I went into this tournament much with the logic of playing like a Vanquish Soul deck and wanted to try it out. So let's just get right into it and I'll explain as we go. Alright, starting out we got Triple Ecclesia. Even with a different version of the deck, I still think this card is way too powerful not to be running at 3. The Heart and Soul, 3 Moye of course, 3 Long Yuan, 2 Taya, and 1 Iris. With this version of the build, I think 1 is good of this card, just for what I'm trying to do. I have several ways to negate a creature, and so this comes up a lot. So, 3 Emergence, it's your Rhoda of course, 2 Desires until they get 3. 1 Summit. This, I don't like this card, not this format. Monster Reborn's cool and all, maybe in the typical version of Swordsoul, but in this version I should have gone with the other Swordsoul monster that looks like a chicken or something. So, and then last, Blackout. Alright, on to the next part of the deck. That's it for Swordsoul. No tennies. This is where the deck differs and where my logic comes in of a different brand of Swordsoul. 3 Ash, 3 Droll, and 3 Shifter. So I took out the tennies because I wanted to play, like I said, I took a lot from Vanquish Soul and wanted to see if I could do a similar type of thing, where I took out the Tenny engine and tried to run a lot of like meta hate cards. So here's what I rolled with. 3 Fenrir. I main deck Bystials, played Triple Talents and the 1 Change of Heart, and 3 Emperor. So why all these cards instead of tennies? I felt like this engine alone right here of the Bystials and the Fenrir could help me hold off a lot of cards. It did to an extent, but yeah. I don't like this version as much. I play tested it with it for about 10 days and then took it to locals tonight to play and didn't really do it for me. I went X2. My opponents just always had an answer for whatever I was doing. Played around whatever I had and just fought it off. So this version of the deck I really don't like so much. I think I would go back to the tennies, but it was a cool thought process. Like I said, I went X2. Got bodied by Cybers and by SP Little Knight. She's a heck of a card. Definitely picking her up at 1 as soon as I can. But yeah, this version of the deck is cool. I think it's innovative. I think it's kind of cool to think outside the box and try something new. But just not my cup of tea. I think that the tennies really help out a lot. They really facilitate a lot of the gameplay. You're not going into your normal Chicho Baron or Chicho Dark Long Yuan. You're usually ending up with like a level 8 synchro, maybe this, and like a Bystial or Fenrir. And in my opinion, it's just not as strong or as comfortable. So I don't know, maybe it's just because it's out of my comfort zone with this deck, but I am thinking about picking up a new deck with either Infernoble or Vanquish Soul, so it just kind of got the gears going when I started playing Vanquish Soul. I had the deck, and so I've been playing around with it, and I'm not going to put it on the channel anytime soon because I'm just not comfortable with it yet, and I don't want to look like a fool. But yeah, I kind of took a piece out of his pie, tried it with this deck, and I didn't realize how important the tennies were to this deck until now. So that's the thought process on it. Let's get into the extra deck, which I think is the weakest part of this deck. This has a lot of room for improvement. So for the links, I went with these guys. Easy to go into with Bystials, easy for Fenrir and something else, and just easy to, if I can get on the board and then I need to get rid of a problem monster, this is a great card to go into. So that's it. Definitely don't recommend this, but it's just, like I said, off the wall thinking with the deck. I did keep to the typical lineup here. I think these cards are just way too good. So Swordsoul lineup is staying the same. 2 Chixiao, Chungus, and Dark Long Yuan. I don't think that changes at all. And then Baron, the Ice Shade. This would be SP if I could have gotten a hold of one at Sneak Peek, but I didn't, so I decided to put this in last second. But yeah, definitely would have been SP, which I think would have helped out a lot tonight. SP is going to win a lot of games in Yu-Gi-Oh going forward. Don't be surprised if SP wins YCS in Indianapolis. I'm just calling it now, but that card is nuts. So yeah, definitely worth its money. Pick them up while you can. Side deck is not really important, but anyway, board clears. If I need to banish anything, I'm keeping my guns here. And the best going first card I think in the game right now. So yeah, I wouldn't change any of that. Now when I get back to the Swordsoul normally, I'm gonna do a very much back to basics kind of Swordsoul deck like I did back in July. Here pretty soon, probably by the end of the week, but yeah, whenever I feel like in the game, if you feel like you suffered a really heavy defeat like I did tonight, I think going back to basics really helps out. It helps you get back into creative juices and getting going and things like that. I got really creative with this deck this week and just wanted to try it out. I've been wanting to try it out for a couple of months now. Felt like now was the time with the new set coming out and possibility of people not really knowing what their cards do. This deck could capitalize on that, but Ghost Gaming, man, their locals even is really competitive. So guys are on top of it. They know what they're doing. They play hard. They're great thinkers over there, and they're always one step ahead of you. So very competitive locals. Yeah, but for what I think, in my opinion, again, I'm not gonna probably play this deck version of it again. It was fun to try it out, but I think I'll leave that to Vanquish Soul if I even play it. I don't even know how I feel about Vanquish Soul right now, but definitely gonna keep on pushing through with this, being innovative, keep playing this deck. I think Swordsoul is very competitive. I know everybody says that it is a fair deck and it's not even rogue, but it's a fun deck. I know it inside out. Comfortability, and it helps me get better as a player with technical play. So anyway guys, that's it for tonight. Look forward to a deck profile with Infernoble, and then probably after Quarter Century Secret or Quarter Century set, you'll see a Vanquish Soul deck profile. Gives me time to pick up Prosperities and SP, which is the card that I'll be chasing after, is SP, and the new Zeus. Those are the two main cards I need for Age of Warlord, and like I said, the Quarter Century set that comes out in 2 weeks, I want Prosperities. So be on the lookout for new decks and profiles after that. I did invest heavy into quarter century. I think I've bought 5 boxes from Ghost Gaming. So if you guys want me to do some box openings in the quarter century secrets or sets when it comes out, just say so in the comments. Like and subscribe helps me keep me motivated to do that kind of stuff. If not, I'll just open them off channel and then go from there. But yeah, guys, hope you guys have a good night. Be respectful, be kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.